Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in!
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid, and I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
Sacker down by the end line. Pushes across. Lose your eye! And just like that, 1-1. Now Elders may look to take a shot. He does, and he buries it! Steps up, and just like that, Reed Dennis comes up big. Lose your eye, one-on-one. Lose your eye. Oh, he'll be taken down inside the box.
Knocks back in. Nationals got it. Bicycle kick for a goal!
Now Sacker. Sacker into the 18. Sacker shot. That goes off the goalkeeper's glove into the net. 2-1 here in the 32nd. This one played in. That's a good ball. And that one goes in. And just like that, the Nationals now have a 1-0 lead. Walensky puts his far post. One-touch opportunity. And what a great goal that was.
Joaquin Beatty of Ohio League.
Look at that shot from Sevi Roy. My goodness, Sevi Roy with a left-footed banger.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Northwestern is up from 12, now at 10.
Voice of Michigan Student Athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We were responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic students can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stand should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game. We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while maintaining a high level of respect for all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Are you looking to take your game to the next level? Did you know that MSN is now offering player recruitment videos? Our packages include a player profile where you show your preferred positions, the club, the league, or school that you play in, your current coach contact information, and more. The highlight videos could be self-submitted, 15 to 30 clips that will be put into a 3 to 7 minute long video. Video review of your Huddle, VO, or other platforms that you might have video on, as well as for an additional charge, MSN can come out and film games for you to create those clips. Our coach evaluation process, which is also an additional charge, where we have college coaches from various levels across the United States that will review your game film and provide feedback on how to improve that film, as well as also evaluating your play and what you can improve on. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Our mission is to help players take their game to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finishing off the dribbling, one-touch, volleys, and headers. We help players get comfortable performing these skills at game speed with pressure and with both their dominant and non-dominant foot. In addition, we help players with their speed of play, awareness of space, defenders and teammates, and also dominate with their off-the-ball movement. We offer a variety of services such as one-on-ones, small groups, large groups, as well as team sessions. We have an experienced coaching staff that is professional, friendly, patient, while still holding players to high standards and holding them accountable. No matter what level you're at as a player, I'm confident we can help you get better. Over the past 3 years, we've built one of the best soccer-specific training facilities in the country and developed one of the most detail-oriented programs to help out players. Visit our website.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom.
on the diamond,
in the pool, on the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister.
I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I am a referee.
I'm a referee.
The following is a presentation of the National Soccer Network.
In for Baccarat, and that goes in! Hugo Baccarat gives Flint City a 3-2. Buckley, the ball falls to Buckley. 1-on-1 with Etheridge. What a save!
Welcome into the first ever MSN All-State Media Day for girls soccer. Jonathan Turner alongside Dan Stickrat.
Ball comes in, a good hit! 1-0! Shot, another save from Etheridge! Rebound, and it goes in the back of the net, the Bulldogs up 1-0! Burzma, with it for Vlasma! 3-0! Stewart Heiss with a shot! Upper 90 and in!
Effectively today here on the Michigan Soccer Network, we are launching our new division of player recruitment videos.
Mario Canoe now finds Stock. Finds Stock's got a left-footed banger. He shoots it! It's in! The Red Hawks equalize!
And welcome to the Michigan Stars Soccer Complex here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Noah Drury alongside Alex Johnson and our producer Jonathan Turner. Alex, what are you expecting in this matchup? Rochester Christian 1-3-3, having a slow start to the season, taking on University of Northwestern Ohio, who's been pretty solid, had a good win against Madonna last Saturday, 4-2. What are you expecting from these two squads?
Yeah, I'm looking at here, Noah, on the Rochester Christian side, coming in 1-3-3 on the season. They took a tough loss on Wednesday against Lourdes University. It was a 2-1 decision on Wednesday afternoon here at home. They're looking to try to bounce back into that after picking up a 7-0 win against Concordia back on September 11th. So for Coach Skipper Mukhtar and for the Warriors team is just trying to compete here today. They're going to have a tall task against the Racers of the University of Northwestern Ohio, Noah, a team that has been historically good in the WAC and the NAIA, and their record coming in at 3-2-2 on this season. You mentioned they picked up a huge win, 4-2 win against Madonna on the road, another talented program in the conference, and they have a lot of talent from top to bottom. The Warriors are looking to try to stop here today and try to get back to their winning ways here this afternoon.
And as we look at Alicia Fry, the head coach for the Northwestern Ohio Racers, in her second season, she's had a pretty good college coaching career, was a grad assistant at University of Rio Grande, also was an assistant coach at McMurray College and an interim head coach in 2015, and then was an assistant coach from 2015 to 2022 at Lindsey Wilson College. In her first year as the head coach for Northwestern Ohio, she was 14-6-3, 8-2-1 in the WAC, finished third in the WAC. They were the WAC tournament champions. And we got Skip Mukhtar, the Rochester Christians head coach, in his second season as well. Hasn't gotten off to a hot start. They lost to Lourdes on Wednesday 2-1, which that game was here on the National Soccer Network and Michigan Soccer Network on Wednesday. What do you think Skip's got to do to have Rochester Christian come out with the win?
Yeah, they just got looked to play the full 90 minutes here today, and with the tall task, like I said, Uno from top to bottom on both sides of the ball have done really well over the course of the season. And taking a look at the stats that they have been able to score a lot over the last few games, especially the 4-2 win against Madonna. And it's going to be tough against the goalkeeper they're going to be facing today, Sophia Eisner for University of Northwestern Ohio. Said really strong numbers, a .769 save percentage, 1.33 goals allowed per game in her 5 appearances behind the net this season, the sophomore out of Germany for the Racers.
And let's take a look at your starting lineups for Northwestern Ohio, the visiting team. We have Sophia Eisner, Kristen Mabale, Mini Lakua, Vivian Peronian, Natalia Lima de Silva, Ann Schulte, Nana Rosengreen, Janie Ether Fruenpriest, Jasmine Tadina, Matilda Berg Carlson, and Olivia Chambers. For your Rochester Christian Warriors, we have Sabrina Carricosa, Isabel Ames, Kennedy Frazier, Sydney Hawks, Addison McCulloch, Jenna Shodadowski, Olivia House, Kayla Joyce, Elena Perez, Samantha Johns, and Faith Staley. And we have a poll right now on YouTube. Make sure you vote if you haven't already. We have 57% chance that Northwestern Ohio is going to win. No one's voting for a draw, which is good. People need to vote one side or the other. You don't want the game to end in a draw.
Yeah, no, nobody does. We want to be able to come out here with a victory here today. And looking at 57% of the people voting for University of Northwestern Ohio. But Rochester looking to play spoiler here today, looking to pick up a huge win and gets a very strong program in the team in Northwestern Ohio, and they're looking to do so here today as we're about to get ready to get underway here, Noah.
Ready to get underway here. Michigan Stars Sports Complex. It's both teams lining up, getting their legs stretched. And we are underway here. Ball going back and forth. Up in the air, down to the side. It's going to be quickly stopped by the goalkeeper and just going to launch it right away. The Racers moving it down the left side. Kicks it down, number 7. Vivian moving it down the side, getting towards the box. She's going to cross it in. It's going to go past and then go in, but quickly scooped up by the freshman goalkeeper, Sabrina Carricosa.
Yeah, both sides just trying to get an edge on here early, but stopped by the goalkeepers respectively as they try to get a feel for each other here in the first few minutes of this contest.
Rochester Christian will throw it in to the side. Went quickly out. As they're going to keep it in play right there. A lot of tight spaces. You got to space it out a little bit more. Don't want to get too congested, as that's a great pass there to about midfield by Rochester Christian. They're going to work it down the right side. Going to just smartly pass it along and get it to her teammate, number 7, Kennedy Frazier. She's not going to be able to maintain possession, and Northwestern Ohio will throw it in going the other way.
Yeah, those sidelines here at the Michigan Stars complex are a little bit tighter than where you see other fields around the country, either at high school football fields or their soccer fields outside. So that could be a factor when trying to keep the ball in play where you don't have a lot of room to work with and you got the fans right on you.
Yeah, DeSilva was a little bit in a tight situation there. 3 defenders, about 10 fans on the side, not much room to work with. As Rochester Christian's just going to kick it back. Looks like number 12, Ann Schulte, throw it in. The senior from Denmark and a transfer from Jacksonville State University. As Northwestern Ohio is going to lose possession. Rochester Christian just going to work it around down to the left side. They seem to love to play the sideline so far here early in the game. That's led to a lot of throw-ins here early on.
Yeah, they're trying to look to create havoc on that side of the field and just making the Warriors try to play a little tighter on there. Not a lot of space near the middle up front, so Rochester's going to try to be able to move the Racers into that part of the field.
As contests from both teams right now, looks like Northwestern Ohio is going to try to come away with it. Big boot down. Number 7, Vivian chasing it down. It's going to be recovered by number 21. And Rochester Christian's just going to boot it out of there. And they're going to work it down the side once again. Right or left sideline. They continue to work it as it looks like we're going to have a free kick here.
Yeah, foul was called against the Warriors.
Number 16, Ether Frauenpriest to kick it for Northwestern Ohio. As she takes the kick, and it's just going to go left of the goal. A little bit of an aggressive attempt there, trying to go for a shot that deep outside the goal box. Do you agree with that decision right there?
Well, she had all the players know they were over to her right. You could have tried to kick it to and try to get into the 18 for a shot attempt. I think, like you're saying, she was trying to do a little bit too much. They could try to be playing hero ball right there early on in this contest, only in the 4th minute. I would like to try to be able to get some of their other teammates throughout to create a few shot attempts off the goalkeeper, Sabrina Kirakoza of the Warriors.
As it's going to be headers around for Northwestern Ohio. And they'll head it out of bounds, and Rochester Christian quickly throws it in. Going to get it, trying to get it to the middle of the field. They can't maintain possession. No foul called right there. It's going to be recovered by the Northwestern Ohio defense as they're looking to have numbers. The thing I'm not liking about this Northwestern Ohio team is how congested they are when the ball is near them. You just take a look. There's plenty of players near them. They need to space it out a little bit more.
Yeah, try to create some open gaps. Have the whole field to work with and not just go to one part of the field. It looks like we're going to another free kick here for Uno coming up.
Try to get inside the 18 and get a good shot for one of your forwards.
And they've really kept the possession of the ball. The Racers.
So we got free kick going to be headed away, and it's going to be down out on the right side, and it looks like ball went out of bounds. We're going to have a corner kick here.
Yeah, like I was saying before the free kick occurred, like Rochester's not really had enough possession of the ball. It's been really controlled a lot by the Racers.
As the Racers will take a corner kick down on the far right side. Wondering what the game plan here is, what they're going to run out of this corner kick. Looks like there's a lot of space for someone to come down, get the ball quickly, do a little give and go. That's something that I've seen a lot here.
Yeah, just what the players want, what the coaches want on the sideline, what strategy they want to do, if they want to go a line drive kick or just softly kick it to someone right next to them.
Yep, they do a good job right there. Number 6, Kua gets it in the box. It's going to be headed up in the air once again, and that's going to be a great save by Kirakoza, the freshman goalkeeper, already with her second save today, doing a really good job.
I like what Jasmine Tadia did. Try to head it up into the top part of the net. It just missed the crossbar, but went right into the hands of Sabrina Kirakoza, leaping up forward to make the save early on here in this game.
Is Rochester Christian working it down the right side, trying to look for one of her teammates, finds it, and it's going to quickly be kicked out of bounds. What will the officials call? Oktoberfest is this Sunday. Granite City is celebrating with an all-out brunch. Great food with better beer. Free Oktoberfest samples for all 21 plus. Free Oktoberfest mugs for the first 50 beers ordered. Also, lots of giveaways with free t-shirts, a ladies' night out dinner, growlers, live music, and lots of fun. Visit Granite City Brewery on the corner of 16 Mile in Troy. Looks like Coach Skipper Victor Jr. is giving a talking to some of the officials. Probably doesn't agree with the call right there.
It looked like they signaled corner kick for Rochester Christian. I'm not sure what that discussion was.
So it looks like it is going to be a corner kick for Rochester Christian. Going to get it to the middle, and it looks like it went over the goal. Aggressive attempt right there from the corner. We've seen some aggressive, stoppages in place, free kicks, corner kicks. They've been trying to get really aggressive here, and one of them, whether it's Northwestern Ohio or Rochester Christian, is trying to come away with the goal early.
Yeah, they want to be able to be ahead on the right foot and not play from behind. But I like what the aggressiveness from both teams have been doing here so far, Noah, and not just playing back and just playing conservative.
So Rochester Christian's going to try and go on offense, but that would be a misplaced pass, and Northwestern Ohio is going to quickly recover and throw it in. Going to work it on the back line of their defense. Northwestern Ohio's done a really good job of playing it down the side and in the middle here early, as we're going to get a far kick down into the 18. It looks like to be number 7 takes a shot, and that's just going to be outside. And Rochester Christian, no contest from the goalkeeper, no opportunity for a save since it goes out of bounds, and they're going to be able to just boot it away, hopefully.
Yeah, you got to be careful right there of Vivian Permonen, all that space in the world. I think she rushed that shot a little bit. Could have taken a few more seconds to let it slow down and able to get a tap on it into the goal and put some pressure on Kirakoza.
As Vivian's going to get it right back here. A little bit of a Johnny on the spot. Didn't really have to do too much, but working around in triangle as they're just going to kick it back. Working it around the midfield, trying to get something they like, make those Rochester Christians defenders come up as they're working it down the right side right now, and Rochester Christian's just going to boot it away. And that ball's just going to keep staying up in the air. No one's trying to maintain clear possession of it, as that's going to go out of bounds on the right side. Northwestern Ohio to throw in. Going to get it down to the right side to number 9, De Silva. De Silva going against 2 defenders. Stop and go right there. Getting challenged by Rochester Christian pretty heavily and able to cleanly take the ball away and get it out of bounds. As the ball is kicked into the box. Number 7, Vivian takes the shot, and once again that's going to be scooped up by number 1, Sabrina Kirakoza.
Yeah, they've been going to Permonen a lot here today so far. She's had at least 3 or 4 shot attempts in these first 10 minutes of this game, and Kirakoza right there just able to pick it up on the scoop, and Uno's going to get the ball back really quickly after Rochester cleared it away.
Vivian Piramonen, a junior midfielder from Vanta, Finland, another international player for University of Northwestern Ohio. As Kirakoza is just going to scoop it up there once again. Been very active in the goal box so far. Only 10 minutes into this game. I feel like she's touched the ball way more than the Northwestern Ohio goalkeeper, Sophia Esner.
Yeah, they've had more shots on goal here so far, and it's put a lot more pressure on Kirakoza to come up and make a key play.
So you're going to have a whistle blown right there. Rochester Christian just probably going to quickly kick away this free kick. We're about 11 minutes in here. And that's simply just going to bounce into Eisner's hands. So Northwestern Ohio is going to work it on the backside. Right now our poll, Northwestern Ohio with the 55% chance to win. Make sure you go vote if you total of 11 votes, and there's definitely more of you watching, so you need to go there and vote who you think's going to win. Even if you don't know much about the teams, hey, just flip a coin at the end of the day. It doesn't really matter. We want to see those votes rolling in.
Yeah, you can choose like heads or tails for either side, and you pick one.
One or two on Google as well with random number generator. I mean, Northwestern Ohio working it down, trying to find someone. That would be number 21, Carlson. Just going to work it down to the left side to once again Vivian. Going to kick it back to Schulte. Keeping it in the middle. As we're going to have a shot attempt right here, and that's just going to go a little bit too high. Number 6, Minnie Lakua, the senior, also from Finland as well. As you take a look at this shot again, just barely goes over the crossbar. If that had a little bit lower elevation on the ball, that would have gone into the top of the goal.
Yeah, she was about like 20, 25 yards from the net and just sent it a little bit too high. You know, you like the idea, just had some space to work with. Just sort of sent that a little bit more down, and Kirakoza would have maybe had a difficult time of making the stop, but very fortunate again for the Warriors.
As Schulte, it looks like she's going to take a shot right here. No, she tried to get it to her teammate, number 9, De Silva. As Northwestern Ohio working it down. The right side, just keeping it on the defensive side, making Rochester Christian come up. They're trying to open up some lanes, some opportunities. As the Racers moving down the left side, barely keeping it in bounds. As a little give and go right there, Vivian, she's going to get it to her teammate, number 21, Carlson. Carlson's just going to safely get it out of harm's way. Back and forth here. the Racers maintaining possession for a lot of time here, and Rochester Christian's going to try to come up with the stop, but Kirakoza's going to safely. No, it's actually going to be a corner kick. It looks like it went out of. She was out of bounds when she touched it, so the Racers are going to have an opportunity to get another corner kick, their second one of the game, and potentially go up 1-0.
Yeah, they had 8 in the game against Madonna. It was an 8-1 ratio in the goal in the corner kick department. So the Racers have put a lot more pressure on here today so far.
As missed header right there from Northwestern Ohio, just a little bit too high. As we take a look back here, I mean, it looked like it was going to be a great corner kick. Maybe if you had someone down by the right goalpost, faded out a little bit and was able to stop the ball and get a good shot off, that would have been a great play, but just a little bit too high.
Yeah, I think there was someone right there. It looked like it was Yanae, Esther, Farron Price, right in the goal box to try to send one in.
Is your stats for the Racers. They got 3 shots, 1 on target. No goals yet, but they're searching for that first one. They keep it in Rochester Christian territory for the most of this game. I feel like it's been all Northwestern Ohio challenging this Rochester Christian defense.
Yeah, the time of possession with the ball has been way on the Racers' side, and it really shows here. And they've been one of the top teams historically in the NAIA and the WAC for years, and it's just showing here right now. They're playing together as a team, putting a lot of pressure on the Warriors' side and trying to just clear it away along the edges and in the middle of the field.
As Northwestern Ohio and Rochester Christian are playing a little pinball back and forth, no one really be able to maintain possession. As Northwestern Ohio is going to try and get something going and working it down the right side. As she puts a move on the defender, crosses into the box, but greatly stopped by Rochester Christian as they're going to kick it out. And it looks like it's going to stay Northwestern Ohio. We thank you for watching today's soccer game on the National Soccer Network on Roku TV and YouTube. Your home for soccer. Hit that subscribe button, like and share this with your friends and family. Northwestern Ohio keeping it down on the right side. A little bit of a trap there. You just want to keep possession. And Rochester Christian's going to poke it out, but it'll stay Northwestern Ohio's ball.
Yeah, they've been just trying to clear it away, but just not able to in that right corner, really deep on the field. And again, try to work those edges and try to create some havoc here, find an opening.
As they're going to try to get it deep in the right side of the box to Silva, just getting it out safely. Rochester Christian's doing a good job of getting defenders to the ball. Not really a good shot opportunity right there as one is taken by number 17, Jasmine Tadina, and it just rolls a little bit left. Not necessarily the greatest strike on the ball. I would say, if in golf terms, that would be like that'd be like not a chip shot, but just a nice grounder right there that goes a little bit of yardage, but not too far.
Yeah, she was right in the 18. Just sent it a little bit to the left of the net. Had some good footing on it. We've seen a lot of those attempts here today by the Racers. They did try to be the hero right there, but she didn't have to that time. She just misfired it.
As Northwestern Ohio trying to work it, Schulte down to De Silva. De Silva just getting it out. Uno's just trying to play really smartly here with the ball. Maybe a little bit too passive on times. They're not looking to turn defenders or anything. They're just working it around and trying to get a good shot. As Schulte is just not going to have a good pass there. Great contest by number 18, Olivia House.
And they've had some good openings. They've had some great scoring chances. Just haven't been able to find one to go through the back of the net here so far, Noah. But Rochester Christian just really needs to keep the possession here on their side. It's just been all Uno here so far. I think roughly about 85-90%. We've seen the Racers with the ball.
Yeah, I think I can count how many times on my hand that Rochester Christian's going to be able. Oh, then that was clearly a push off right there. Number 16, Fran Priest. I mean, she sold the foul pretty good, but that was a clear push.
Yeah, they were just trying to create some space. They could have gotten away with that push off, but the official blew the whistle and called it against the Warriors. So here comes Uno again.
De Silva down on the right side. A little bit of a backwards kick to Vivian, but just not able to maintain possession. And now Rochester Christian's going to be able to kick it out. We got 18 minutes in here, still scoreless. You're watching on the National Soccer Network and Michigan Soccer Network. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this with anyone at home.
Now covering all levels of soccer, from the college, the semi-professional, professional level, also on high school games as well for the MHSAA and amateur soccer leagues and youth soccer leagues, throughout the course of the time here at the Michigan Soccer Network.
As Uno's just going to scoop up the loose ball here. They're going to try to work it down, but not able to maintain possession. Rochester Christian's done a really good job of being physical on defense and forcing tough passes, forcing tough shots. They just have to find a way to get some offense going.
Yeah, they've been able to do that. They just need to be able to stop Uno as much as they can, because it's just they've been able to just poke away at the ball and look to create some space.
As Vivian Permanian's going to get it, and then that ball is once again just going to be kicked out, but it looks like there's a stoppage in play. It's going to be a foul, looks like on Rochester Christian. It's going to be a pretty close free kick.
And the fouls will have been up 5-1 against Rochester's. Free kick coming up here. We're just seeing the spot of it, but it's going to be relatively close to the penalty box.
I'm wondering if Uno's just going to take a straight shot, as right now on the poll, it is currently 50-50 on who they think is going to win, Rochester Christian or Northwestern Ohio. No draws yet. I'm glad to see it. I don't want anyone voting for a draw. Yeah. 13. Nana Rosengreen, the senior midfielder for Uno, going to take the free kick. Rochester Christian with a wall of 4. Rosengreen with the shot, and it just goes over the net.
Yeah, she pinpointed it right perfectly, sent it right over that wall of Warriors. There were 4 of them, but just sent it way above the crossbar. Once again, that was an elevated shot off the foot of a racer here today, Noah. And just need to be able to send that one down, as they've had 5 shots already in this game.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about it a couple of times, just going a little over the net or a little to the side, not necessarily being they have 1 shot on goal, but they've not been able to really get a lot of those on goal. As Northwestern Ohio is going to lose possession. Rochester Christian's just going to boot it out to the right side. They're going to have number 23, Olivia Chambers, throw it in, as they're going to work it back and forth. Northwestern Ohio plays really tight to each other when they have the ball. There's always 2 or 3 of your teammates ready there to take the pass from you. As you see right here, I mean, they just form in a little triangle right there. As now they're going to boot it down to the right side. Rochester Christian trying to kick it out, but Uno's going to recover, takes a shot, going to be denied, as Kirakoza is going to scoop it up once again. Rochester Christian, they just have to have some fight on offense. You've been on defense this whole entire time. You got to find a way, get something to work, as they've had 0 shots so far in this game.
Yeah, nothing's been really working for them. It was a great block off a shot attempt. It was just Jenna Shadowski right there near the goal, but you need everyone else to step up, and it just got to be able to pick through the racers defensively. As the times they just had it down on their side of the field, they just dump it down, nobody's there. Well, they had that 1 corner kick, and that's really about it. And it went nowhere, as it went right over to their goalkeeper, Eisner, who hasn't really had to do a whole lot behind the pipes for the racers so far, because their team is backing her up and putting a lot more pressure on Kirakoza.
As Northwestern Ohio is going to try and boot it down. It's going to stay on the right side, and Rochester Christian, as it looks like we have a player down around midfield.
Going to get back.
Number 17, Jasmine Tadina.
Yeah, looking able to get back up, though. They're going to get another free kick.
It's a lot of free kicks for Northwestern Ohio as well. I think that's also been why they've been able to keep it down, is that it's going to go to the 18, safely kicked out by Rochester Christian, but Schulte is going to be able to recover it, and it looks like we have some sort of whistle here, and it's going to be Rochester Christian possession.
And it looked like Schulte was going to get it near that corner arc, but the official blew it dead, and Rochester will get the possession back and looking to create some offense. Oh, it's been silent for them. Well, they've been fortunate that the Racers haven't been able to capitalize on one of their shots here to go through the net. It would be a completely different game here right now if Una was accurately able to send those shots that were a little bit up and they were to find it into the back of the net, either in the upper 90.
Yeah. Schulte works it down. Now Vivian's going to take a cross into the box, and that's going to be safely recovered by Kirakoza. A lot of activity today. There's been a lot of shots taken, the ball traveling into the box, as Northwestern Ohio is not really allowing Rochester Christian to even get it past the halfway point. I mean, I think the ball's gone over the midfield line a couple times for Rochester Christian, but not able to actually get something going on the offensive side.
Yeah, and that just works to what this University of Northwestern Ohio team has done here today. You know, they've been stellar defensively, and they also have been able to have great awareness, great communication between their teammates of where they are to make passes.
As you see right there, they just like to work it around a little bit, as it's going to be a good defensive effort, but it looks like Olivia House, but Schulte is going to be able to throw it in on the left side as they're nearing the 18.
Yeah, that's why they've been able to have so much success over the last 10 years as a program, and just been able to get to the national tournament, win the conference championship nearly every year based on what the talent they bring in and what their philosophy is as a unit.
It's Northwestern Ohio keeping it in their back line, just working it around. You're going to take a kick to about midfield, and it looks like number 21, Carlson, with the ball. And work it down to 17, Tadino. As Rochester Christian's done a really good job of contesting, just not a way to come with clear possession. Here we go. Northwestern Ohio is going to move it to the middle, keep it in the middle. De Silva trips on the ball a little bit, not able to maintain possession, but they recover, get it. Now they're going to work it down the left side to Schulte, and she's going to put a little stop and go right there. Pretty physical defense by Rochester Christian. And it looks like the signal's going to be for the Racers, but I'm liking the defensive effort out of Rochester Christian. The endurance right now, I mean, you got to be pretty well endured to be defending for this long, 26 minutes in.
Yeah, I like that. I like what the junior forward right there, Olivia House, did, playing a little tight defense on Schulte.
As Schulte is going to take the free kick, going to get it down to the right side of the box, and it's just going to miss everybody, and it's going to go out, and it looks like Rochester Christian's going to be looking to kick it out. Rochester Christian now leading in the poll with 54%. They're voted to win this game. I think the betting odds would be about like $1.25 maybe if we went based off the poll. We're not a sports book, but.
Yeah, but their defense was able to keep them in this game right now, keeping it 0-0. Here in the 28th minute.
As Northwestern Ohio keeping the ball in the air, Rochester Christian, great contest right there, and it looks like it's going to be a foul, it looks like, on Northwestern Ohio. So Rochester Christian's going to be able to take the free kick right down by their sideline. Actually a little bit further back. They placed the ball down 3 times and then didn't take the free kick, but they're taking it deep on the left side in their own territory. As we probably will expect a boot down. They want to get it down on that side. They haven't really been able to do it all day, and just not an accurate kick. And now it's going to be Northwestern Ohio to throw in from the right side.
Yeah, that was just an opportunity that you would like to have back and just work it through at the top and just not try to rush things right there based on very limited chances you had down on your attacking third of the field. And you can't afford to do that, and especially you're playing a team like Northwestern Ohio who has picked you apart defensively. They've not been able to cash in on one of their scoring chances.
As Rochester Christian has the ball at midfield, No, I mean, it's a little bit back and forth here. There's been pretty good defensive efforts from Rochester Christian. I'm liking the effort on defense. They've been fighting. Maybe it's work Northwestern Ohio down, let them run, get tired all over the field, and then just take advantage at the points where you need to. They're going to have a free kick from on the middle line.
You got to be able to make them work for it. You got to be able to make the racers work, the full 90, and not let them just, sit back. Once they get a lead, and then they can just, be comfortable the rest of the way. You want to be able to put pressure on them, and that's what they've done here so far.
It's Rochester Christian just trying to work it down. The ball staying in the air for a long time. Finally goes on the ground thanks to Carlson. They're going to work it down the right side a little bit. Retract to the middle. Now they're going to work it down to the other side. A lot of side-to-side movement with the ball, passing it, dribbling as it's going to get down to the left side. Vivian trying to look for a shot opportunity right there, and she tries to sell the foul. No whistle blown as it looks like they'll probably have a corner kick.
Yeah, they're going to call that here. It was great defense, playing behind her. Kennedy Frazier for the Warriors. I think she kind of lost her footing on that play.
She looks like she might have gotten a forearm back into it. You couldn't see on the camera, so she did a really good job of hiding it. And sometimes just in other sports, you got to, have your little tricks, hide some fouls, step on the guy's shoe in basketball and get open. It's some of those little things that you just got to create separation from you and your opponent. As we're going to take the corner kick for Northwestern Ohio. It's going to go to the middle, swatted out by, looks like, the goalkeeper, Kirakoza. Well, if it wasn't, it would be a handball, and then they would have a penalty kick for free. But Northwestern Ohio is going to throw it in from the right side. Get it to her defender, number 16, Farron Priest. As we take a look right here on that corner kick, it looks like Kirakoza had a little bit of a Dikembe Mutombo moment saying no, no, no on that one, and it just was swatted away and got it out of harm's way.
Yeah, she was able to she's been strong, behind the net here so far for the Warriors. Coming in as a freshman, no less, and just being able to make an impact right away for this team. It shows a lot of confidence that Coach Skipper Marketar has in his freshman goalkeeper. Looking at the numbers she's had so far this season, making her sixth start behind the pipes. 75% save percentage, 1.81 goals allowed per game with a 1-2-2 record, and has had one shutout to her name so far in her young collegiate career.
As Northwestern Ohio takes the ball just outside the box and then gets it taken away. Rochester Christian trying to work the ball down, but there's no numbers down there, no players in the area. So it's been a lot of, we're going to kick the ball down and try to get deep, but there's just not anyone back for Rochester Christian to get any offense going. They're having to play so much to the defensive side, and they haven't had any shot opportunities, 31 minutes in. Noah Drury alongside Alex Johnson, Jonathan Turner, your producer. Rochester Christian hosting the Ohio Northwestern Racers at the Michigan Stars Soccer Complex. Rochester Christian trying to get some offensive going. Great defensive play by Northwestern Ohio, as it looks like we have a few new players in. Schulte, who's been a starter all game, is going to try to work it down to the left side. That looks like it's number 19, Rhiannon O'Looney.
Yeah, got a little bit of tangle up there as well as Sydney Hawks, the redshirt sophomore defenseman, transfer from Grand Valley for the Warriors. Got into a little bit of a collision there.
We have our current stats. Rochester Christian with 6 fouls. They've had 3 corners, but Northwestern Ohio with 7 shots with 2 on goal. It's a pretty good ratio right there, around in the 30% range.
Yeah, been able to do that, as well. Just not what you wanted to see. If you're Uno, you have more shot attempts, obviously, with 7 shots, but none of them been able to go in. But you got to give credit to this Rochester defense for stepping up through in the huge moments, especially their goalkeeper Kirakoza making some huge stops on those corner kicks and on those shot attempts, right near the net.
That free kick quickly kicked away back to where the free kick was taken by Uno. As Rochester Christian's going to throw it in on the side. Rochester Christian's not doing a good job of spacing it out. You see when they try to get down, they just aren't able to really get anything going because they're all near each other and also congested. Not a lot of spacing.
Yeah, not a lot of like free flow, able to just move it around, just work it around the field, like what the racers have been doing on their side, and have been able to communicate with each other, find some open space, making it form like a triangle we've seen throughout the course of the game, and they've been able to lead in shot attempts right now and work in the possession, which has been crucial.
As Rochester Christian looks for their first opportunity of offense, a little short kick looks like by number 18, Olivia Howes, and it just got quickly scooped up. Hey, soccer players, coaches, and parents, did you know that MSN offers player highlight videos? That's right. We can take your current highlights or come out and record them for you and put them into a video that showcases your skills to get you to the next level. Learn more at MichiganSoccerNetwork.com.
Make sure to go over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com if you want your player highlight videos. We have a lot more stuff on our website, articles and everything around all aspects of soccer here at the Michigan Soccer Network and National Soccer Network.
As Rochester Christian playing pretty aggressive on the offensive side, trying to keep it down in the Uno territory. This is something that we really haven't seen, a lot of aggression. They've been more conservative, just playing back on defense, but right now they're looking for that first shot, and maybe their first goal of the game and the first goal of the game.
Yeah, this is probably their best chance that we've seen so far from the Warriors here in this 36th minute. They've just been able to just playing back, and the times that they've had the ball, it just has gone nowhere. It's a really crucial chance here if they're able to get one through and have the lead before halftime.
Rochester Christian takes a shot outside of the box, bobbled a little bit, but good save by Sophia Eisner from Germany, the sophomore goalkeeper. Oh, drop kick right off the back of the defender's back, but Vivian's going to be able to recover it down the side. Northwestern Ohio playing the smart offense once again, just smartly moving the ball. Rochester Christian able to get their first shot on goal this game. As it looks like Uno working it down outside the box. Not a great shot attempt there by number 19, Rian Olunin. As here's Rochester Christian taking their first shot. Not a bad shot. Good recovery by Eisner, but you get your first shot on goal, you break that Band-Aid off. Now you maybe be able to let loose a little bit more. You spent most of your time on defense, but as of late, Rochester Christian has shown a little bit more aggression and will to push the ball down the field.
Yeah, I like what they've been able to do that, just trying to make somewhat of an adjustment to what their style of play we've seen so far, through the first 75% of this first half, and just trying to step up a notch and put more pressure on this Racers defense.
It's Rochester Christian's going to work it down the left side. Gets the ball taken away by number 14, Katie West, as Uno not able to get to the ball, and Olivia Howes is going to have it. She's going to work it down, trips on the turf, a little turf monster right there, grabs her ankle, and wasn't able to keep going, but they quickly recover. Going to work it down the left side. Now at midfield, as they try to put it through the passing lane, but that's a great defensive play made there by Vivian. As Howes trying to contest Schulte. And a lot of physical soccer happening right now between both these squads. Rochester Christians, pushing it on a little bit more, being a little bit more aggressive, trying to give some hits, but we've seen both soccer teams be able to play physical.
Yeah, you've got to be able to do that. You want to be able to give yourself an edge here in this contest right now, as the Racers have been able to control control the ball on their side, on their attacking side for the most part. And they've been going to Vivian Permon a lot, the player that had 2 goals in that win against Madonna last week.
Like we're going to have a whistle blown right there. And she seems to have a little bit of hand pain, flicking her wrist a little bit, just trying to shake it off. That one Taylor Swift song. Looks like number 16, Farron Priest. It looks like she might try and take a shot here. That's kind of what I'm thinking. If you're Northwestern Ohio, try to get something in that top left right there, as she does, but just a little short and a little outside. So Curacosa's not going to have to do anything right there, make a play on the ball. But I like the aggressiveness from Northwestern Ohio. They've been pretty assertive with working the ball down the field, trying to get an efficient shot, but sometimes you just got to take your opportunities when they're there.
Yeah, especially with this first half winding down, and I like the idea of what she was trying to do there. She just hooked it wide left. So we have about 7 minutes to go here in this first half of play.
No goals scored yet. A lot of shot opportunities taken by Northwestern Ohio, as Northwestern Ohio has 8 shots, 2 on goal. As now Rochester Christian's going to throw it out from the left side. Maybe try to get a goal here really quickly, or at least get a shot on goal, put a little bit of pressure on that Northwestern Ohio defense. A lot of congestion right there. We have like 7 players all near each other. Rochester Christian's got to be able to work it out of that. I mean, maybe it's a strategy. You get all the Northwestern Ohio players down on one side, and you can get a one-on-one, as Northwestern Ohio is going to recover right there. And once again, just smartly passing the ball amongst each other. Going to get it down to the left side. Vivian taking her time, surveying her options. Going to go right back there. Puts a move on a defender. Going to go to the middle. Safely just pass it back to that back line. Number 17 to Dina. Now back to Vivian. Working it down to her teammates. A lot of give and go situations here. But they're just not rushing to take a shot. They want to take what they like, work for what they got, as they're going to try to work it down the right side. Great contest there, and a little bit of a shoulder shove right there by number 23, Olivia Chambers. And it looks like she's going to get a yellow card here. That was a pretty aggressive shove. It looked like, one of those things where it's like you play a little bit back and forth, you're wrestling with your buddies or whatever, and you keep shoving back and forth, and someone takes it a little bit too far.
Yeah, there's no right over into that back line right there, and it was a little bit too much by Chambers.
So we're going to have the replay right here. Yeah, I mean, you just take a look, contesting back and forth, and then kind of makes a statement with that shove, but also just not the right play you want to make, and now you earn yourself a yellow card, so the officials are really going to be watching you.
Yeah, to me it looked like it was Frazier down there that took the hit.
As it looks like the officials are going to go talk to Alicia Fry.
Alicia Fry, like you said, in her second season, did a really good job. 14-6-3 a year ago, made it to the NAIA National Tournament, where they knocked off Georgia Gwinnett in the first round, and losing to one of the top programs in the country in the NAIA, University of the Cumberlands. Both really strong programs. The NAIA has a lot of deep talent. It's kind of like different than what you've seen Divisions 1, 2, and 3 and JUCO levels, but the NAIA always provides a lot of really great talent, from top to bottom.
So Northwestern Ohio is going to throw it in, going to be taken away by Rochester Christian. Trying to get a pass off, but Vivian Ramonen, she's been really active. She's both been a great defender and probably their leader on offense in terms of touches and shots taken and moving the ball around. She's just been an all-around great player for this UNO team.
Yeah, every time we've seen her, she's always have had the ball or just working her way to find her teammates. She's had a few shot attempts. She's picking up where she left off in that game versus Madonna, where she scored 2 out of the 4 goals in that victory for the Racers.
So it looks like we're going to have another whistle blown here. It looks like it's going to be against number 17, Jasmine Tadina. Oh, no, it's going to be a throw-in right there. I thought it was a foul. It just went out of bounds, and now it looks like Uno's going to throw it in from the left side, trying to get into that 18. Schulte's going to look for, it looks like Vivian, then back to Schulte. And now we have another stoppage in play right here. As it looks like Rochester Christian to throw in. Rochester Christian trying to work it down the side. And Uno's just doing a really good job of, once they're on the sidelines, not looking for any opportunity to push the ball into the middle. They're either going to make you kick it out or make you kick it off them. There's no opportunity to go in the middle and get a good shot and get good ball movement.
Yeah, that's what they've worked here so far, and it's worked to perfection. For the Racers, we've seen out right out of the gates, they're just playing in those tight corners on the side, and not really much you see, not a lot of action right in the middle part of the field.
As Northwestern Ohio is going to work it down the right side. Tries to get a big kickoff, but Rochester Christian probably take a little bit of a stinger right there to the leg, but good defense. as there's only about 3 minutes left in this first half. And Uno and Rochester Christian, as of late, they have been playing a little bit of back and forth in terms of keeping possession. We saw Uno dominate early in this game, but Rochester Christian's doing a really good job of contesting, not allowing long possessions, not letting them get more than about 5 or 6 passes off. So I'm very glad that they're, contesting more and playing more aggressive. As you see right here, 2 defenders right there. It's going to be taken away by Rochester Christian. Going to try to work it to the back line. You see some good passing over here. Surveying her options, and now they're going to work it down the side. As you're going to see from Uno right here, they're just not going to allow anything down the middle, or will they? They get a pass to the middle, trying to work it inside the box. Can they get their second shot of the game? No, it's just going to roll out, and Northwestern Ohio is going to kick it out with about 2 minutes left in this first half. Still scoreless. I thought we would have seen a goal or two by now, especially with the opportunities that Northwestern Ohio has had.
Yeah, but you got to give credit to Rochester Christian for stepping up and making that change with their style of play and being more aggressive and stopping the attacks for the Racers. And that's been the story here so far. That's why we're scoreless here as we're approaching halftime in about 2 minutes or so.
Faith Stanley kicks that ball out of bounds. And it looks like that's going to be off the head of that Rochester Christian right back. Schulte to throw in. Tries to find one of her teammates, but Rochester Christian just right there, able to make a play. They're going to get a kick high up and deep, and that's actually not going to go too deep. It's going to go right into the fans. Probably you don't want to pass it to Northwestern Ohio, but you probably also don't want to have the fans to pull off a header right there as well. So.
Yeah, those short sidelines like we were talking about earlier, the fans right on top of the action.
Yeah, that is very close. They're definitely getting a really good view down there. We got a drop ball right there. As Northwestern Ohio quickly to recover. They're going to work it down this left side, cross to the middle of the box. Rochester Christian just trying to keep it out. As it looks like they might get some offense going here to end the half. Back and forth, they're trying to get it down. 2-on-1 for Rochester Christian as number 23, Olivia Chambers, trying to keep it out, but Rochester Christian's going to be able to maintain possession. Nice pass right there, just got to be able to keep it. And it looks like they're just going to kick it out. And we are nearing the end of the first half.
Yeah, just need a few more seconds, as we look to get another yellow card.
We got another yellow card here. Looks like it's on that Rochester forward. Looks to be number 9, Jenna Bow.
They're calling out Samantha Johnson, the junior midfielder from Sterling Heights, on that play.
I wasn't able to get a good look on what necessarily happened right there, but Rochester Christian trying to work it down, get some offense. It looks like Samantha John's down there again, staying aggressive even with the yellow card. We got 42 seconds left in the first half. Northwestern Ohio trying to work the ball down. Yep, number 30 Samantha Johns, as you see, by the score bug. Gets her first yellow card. Yellow card for either side. As with these final seconds, it looks like we're not going to get anything before the end of the half.
Let's go, Warriors!
And that is the end of the first half. We're tied here at Michigan Stars Sports Soccer Complex. We will join you in the second half. Rochester Christian and Northwestern Ohio tied at 0 goals.
Yeah, this is a really great first half all around. It was a great attack, by the Racers, but Rochester able to respond. We'll see how the second half goes.
Yeah, I think if you're Northwestern Ohio, you just got to keep continuing with your game plan, smartly moving the ball, taking the opportunities you want. If you're Rochester Christian, you just got to take a play out of Northwestern Ohio's playbook and find some ways to efficiently move down the ball. Because, they can boot it down, but they're not able to. Halftime here at the Michigan Stars Soccer Complex for this great NAIA WAC action. Rochester Christian in Northwestern Ohio, 0-0. We will join you in the second half.
He'll cut it back on his left foot, and that goes in! Towards the 6, a one-time shot, and it's 2. Now one with Etheridge, what a save! One-time shot! My goodness! One finds his way to the back. Banger. He shoots it! It's in! Now Worrell has a good cutback from him. He'll fire one, and that's going to go in!
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid, and I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
Sacker down by the end line. Puts us across. Lose your eye! And just like that, 1-1. Now Elders may look to take a shot. He does, and he buries it! Steps up, and just like that, Reed Dennis comes up big. Lose your eye, 1-on-1. Lose your eye. Oh, he'll be taken down inside the box.
Knocked back in. Nationals got it. Bicycle kick for a goal!
Now Sacker. Sacker into the 18. Sacker shot. That goes off the goalkeeper's glove into the net. 2-1 here in the 32nd. This one played in. That's a good ball. And that one goes in. And just like that, the Nationals now have a 1-0 lead. Walensky puts his far post. One-touch opportunity. And what a great goal that was.
Joaquin Beatty of Ohio lead.
Look at that shot from Sevi Roy. My goodness, Sevi Roy with a left-footed banger.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship. and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Northwestern is up from 12, now at 10.
Voice of Michigan student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports are supposed to be played.
We were responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic students can thrive.
We believe athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe students in the stand should have fun,
but not take the focus away from the game. We believe coaches should act as teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and be supportive of their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports.
And respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while maintaining a high level of respect for all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Are you looking to take your game to the next level? Did you know that MSN is now offering player recruitment videos? Our packages include a player profile where you show your preferred positions, the club, the league, or school that you play in, your current coach contact information, and more. The highlight videos could be self-submitted, 15 to 30 clips that will be put into a 3 to 7 minute long video. Video review of your Huddle, VO, or other platforms that you might have video on, as well as for an additional charge, MSN can come out and film games for you to create those clips. Our coach evaluation process, which is also an additional charge, where we have college coaches from various levels across the United States that will review your game film and provide feedback on how to improve that film, as well as also evaluating your play and what you can improve on. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Our mission is to help players take their game to the next level and reach their potential. Not only do we help develop fundamental technical skills such as ball control in tight spaces with different surfaces, dribbling at speed and changing direction, using a variety of 1v1 skills to create space, receiving on a half turn, hook turn, and out of the air, finishing off the dribbling, one-touch, volleys, and headers. We help players get comfortable performing these skills at game speed with pressure and with both their dominant and non-dominant foot. In addition, we help players with their speed of play, awareness of space, defenders and teammates, and also dominate with their off-the-ball movement. We offer a variety of services such as one-on-ones, small groups, large groups, as well as team sessions. We have an experienced coaching staff that is professional, friendly, patient, while still holding players to high standards and holding them accountable. No matter what level you're at as a player, I'm confident we can help you get better. Over the past 3 years, we've built one of the best soccer-specific training facilities in the country and developed one of the most detail-oriented programs to help out players. Visit our website.
rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Granite City Food and Brewery has 2 Michigan locations in Troy and Northville. Serves made-from-scratch food, brews in-house beer, and even has brunch every Sunday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. To learn more about their daily specials or to book a private party, visit gcfb.com. Make sure you head over to Granite City in Northville at the corner of 7 Mile and Haggerty, or the Troy location at 16 Mile and I-75.
I'm a husband. I'm a father.
I'm a sister.
I'm a son. I'm a brother.
I'm a daughter. I'm a sister. I'm a referee.
I'm a referee.
I am a referee.
I'm a referee.
And welcome back to, before we start the second half, Rochester Christian, Northwestern Ohio tied. And so let's take a look at some of these highlights right here. Northwestern Ohio tries to get a header in right there, but great save there by Sabrina Kiriakosa. And she's done a really good job in this first half of not allowing a single goal, with 8 total shots from Northwestern Ohio, 2 shots on goal. Doing a really good job here of just defending, even though Northwestern Ohio has been dominating the possession battle.
Yeah, no, she's been really to come up here, as a freshman, to come up in a really huge moment, throughout the course of the game, and some shots, right near the goal, and she's able to leap up for it or make the stop. She had one play, as we're going to see right here, was off the corner kick, swatted it away, like you said. I know, like the Kembe Mutombo right there.
No. This is the first shot of the game for Rochester. Was able to safely be recovered by Sophia Eisner. We had 2 yellow cards in this first half, one going to Olivia Chambers for Uno. And then we had one later in the game as well, as that was on Samantha Johns, the junior midfielder. As we're still tied up here, no goals, about a minute away from coming back in this second half. Let's take a look at our first half stats. Rochester Christian, they got to get more shots in the second half and have less fouls too. Fouls are killing the flow of the game. We have 10 total. They got to be able to come up with, ways to get down offensively, get some good ball movement going. What do you think that Northwestern Ohio has to keep doing?
Well, they've been able to just keep possession of the ball and able to attack in their attacking third. And Rochester Christian, just at the early part of the game, was kind of tough to stop, but they were able to come through and make those adjustments and able to play more aggressively on their side of the field in the second half. So we're seeing the racers, like we've also said, playing right on the sides and all the edges, making it tough for Rochester to clear it out, and not a lot of action like in the middle. So we'll see that more here in the second half. Of the racers want to win this game, but for the Warriors, they're trying to be more aggressive like they did in that latter half of the first half by getting more touches on their side of the field.
As the officials giving each other's fist bumps, they look like they're having a great time at Michigan Stars Soccer Complex. We're having a great time. Noah Drury alongside Alex Johnson here on the National Soccer Network and Michigan Soccer Network. Don't forget about your producer, Jonathan Turner. Rochester Christian trying to get that second win of the season. Northwestern Ohio trying to go on a little bit of a winning streak, getting that nice win last Saturday over Madonna. 4-2 victory there. 1-1 in conference play for Rochester Christian, 1-0 for Northwestern Ohio. As we're about to kick off here in the second half, Rochester Christian will start with possession.
Let's go, Ali.
So let's talk about number 7 for Northwestern Ohio, Vivian Ponderman. She's been the focal point of this Northwestern Ohio offense.
Yeah, she's been really doing her job. She's had a few shots, and near the goal, and we've seen a couple of those here early on in the game. She's also been able to move around and able to find her teammates. And she's been a bright spot here, for this team all season long, with 2 goals on the season, and just been able to be aggressive as well.
Rochester Christian not able to maintain possession down deep on the right side. As we got an update on the poll, we're back to 50-50, completely even on who we think is going to win, with 18 total votes. So 9 for Rochester Christian, 9 for Northwestern Ohio. I don't want to ask your opinion, but the one thing, there's no draw. There's no one thinks that this is going to end in a draw, which it might, because no one's been able to score yet.
And so looking at it here this way, but we'll see if someone's been able to find the back of the net here in this second half and try to break the ice.
Rochester Christian going to be able to keep possession down on the right side. This is the first time they've really been able to keep possession. They obviously started early in this half, about 30 seconds in, getting down to that right side. They got to find a way to get it into the box and be able to get a good shot off. Working it down the right side, going to try to go for a cross, but she ends up letting the ball go away. And Northwestern Ohio will take it the other way.
Yeah, not what you wanted to do here, coming out of the halftime break with possession. Just not able to get any pressure on the goalkeeper. Sophia Eisner really hasn't done a whole lot here in net. Has made a couple of saves in that first half. But want to be able to put more pressure on her and making her to get some more stops, for the Racers.
As Northwestern Ohio is going to move it back near their own box. There we go. Rochester Christian going to work it down the right side, looking for a cross attempt, going to get it there. Almost able to get a shot off, and no whistle blown, as Northwestern Ohio is going to get it down to about midfield. De Silva going to work it down to the middle of the side, get it down to the right. Guess who? Vivian, she's going to have an opportunity for a shot. She takes it, and it's just going to go out to the left side. So no play made by Kirakoza, and another missed shot that's just not on goal. Northwestern Ohio has been able to get a lot of shots, especially in the first half, get their first shot of the second half, but not another shot on goal. Only 9 shots, 2 shots on goal. You got to find some that can reach in the net.
Yeah, they were able to just move up really quickly after the Warriors thought there should have been a foul called.
And there's a foul called actually right there on Northwestern Ohio's number 12. Ann Schulte was a pretty impactful defender, also doing well. Yep, as we're going to take a look at this cross attempt right here, I thought there could have been a potential penalty call. As you see, that's a pretty physical play by that Northwestern. And then Vivian gets the shot, but just goes outside. She had a good look at the net.
Yeah, they wanted to get the foul on Kamora Johnson, right near the box, on the Racers end. That the Warriors thought that should have been called, but the officials didn't see it. And
Silva currently getting challenged by Rochester Christian defenders. Going to safely kick it out. Northwestern Ohio is playing a lot more fast in the second half. They kind of did that lulling you to sleep, that Wisconsin Badgers basketball offense, or football too, I guess. Just, playing really patient, not trying to get anything going too quickly. They just passed the ball around and took the opportunities when they wanted to. But Rochester Christian stepping up on defense. They're going to get it down. Rochester Christian contesting for a goal, number 22. Kamora Johnson just making a smart play defensively. And now Northwestern Ohio is going to keep the ball around midfield. Number 13, Rosengreen. As there's a lot of back and forth here, Northwestern Ohio gets the ball to De Silva and quickly taken away by Rochester Christian. A lot of back and forth here at the start of this first half.
You mentioned this too, Noah, that the Racers have been moving up a little bit more, playing more of a faster pace than what we saw in that first half, where they were just slowing things down and just taking a lot of time, to create an opportunity. As we got an injured player down for the Racers, that looks like that is Natalia Lima da Silva, was a senior out of Brazil. for the Racers. And a lot of these players, on the Northwestern Ohio side, from the international players on this team. We've seen players from Germany, Finland, England, and players from Brazil, Sweden.
As Northwestern Ohio has it inside the box, being challenged by Rochester Christian, going to safely get it out of there, and they're going to try to keep it in. Good effort right there, and it looks like Northwestern Ohio is going to be able to maintain possession. Has it down on the right side, number 17, Tadina, and Rochester Christian is going to safely just kick it away. Northwestern Ohio has been playing with a really high pace here, completely different style from the first half. Is Vivian, she's going to try to work it around. Good play there by Northwestern Ohio, going to try to cross it in, stays on the ground, and Rochester Christian going to kick that away. They've done a pretty good job of not allowing Northwestern Ohio to get any shot opportunities, as the Racers are just going to let that one roll out.
Yeah, both sides making adjustments at the halftime break. Coach Skipper Mukhtar just trying to get his team right into it and trying to find one to go through. And then for Coach Alicia Fry, for the Racers to try to play a little bit more fast. They thought they were wanting to get themselves a lead after having so many shot opportunities, with 8 in that first half.
It looks like there's going to be a foul called right there. Northwestern Ohio has 9 shots and nothing to show for it. They had a pretty successful day scoring the ball last Saturday versus Madonna, 4-2.
And that game they had 11 shots, 8 of them on goal, and that was like a back and forth game. It was tied 2-2 at halftime in that game last week, and then the Racers put it on with 2 early goals in the first 4 minutes of the second half in that game against the Madonna Crusaders, and came out of there with a victory on the road. Now just having a week off to have this game here on hand, and it's been able to come through. They're able to show here no sign of rust or anything. They've been able to come through out of the gates, even though nothing to show for it on the scoreboard here so far, Noah.
Yep, Vivian with the ball, just keeping it on her own side, just getting challenged by Rochester Christian as pinball back and forth. Rochester Christian will be able to throw it in, gets it down to just outside the left box. And that's going to be, looks like it's kick away by Northwestern Ohio, but it looks like they're just going to kick it out. I thought that was out on by number 22, Kimora Johnson right there. I thought, Rochester Christian should have a corner kick right now.
Yeah, I thought they did so too, and the official thought otherwise.
Agree to disagree with the officials sometimes. You see it across all sports. As Vivian's going to keep it to the middle of the field, back and forth action right there. Never mind, they're just going to shy away for it and let Rochester Christian take possession. They've been able to move the ball a lot better and keep it down on the Northwestern Ohio side, as Northwestern Ohio is just going to keep moving the ball around. They're going back to that pace they had in the first half, not trying to do too much, finding opportunities they like. They see one right there. Vivian Permonen takes a shot, and it's just going to be safely scooped up by number 1, Sabrina Caracoza. Looks like she might have tried to get it. Monoman tried to get a pass to De Silva, but just nothing there for them, and there's just not really been a good strike on the ball towards the net that's been on goal.
Yeah, it was kind of a decision if she wanted to just pass it or shoot it. It was just like a soft tapper, and it was an easy pickup for Caracoza to clear it away. I'd like to have that back if you're promoting her right in that area on that right side.
Kimura with working the ball down the side. She's going to get it to her teammate, Vivian. Vivian takes a shot, and it's just going to be outside to the left again. She had that earlier in this half, and now just another shot outside of the net, rolls across. Northwestern Ohio's got to find a way to get some shots on goal here.
Yeah, maybe she's going to be a little bit more into the 18 to get herself a better chance. And we've seen that here so far, where she just tries to take so many shots, and they've just not been able to find the accuracy on it.
Schulte's going to throw it in for a second time for Northwestern Ohio. Rochester Christian going to boot it down deep the right side. Ball's going to jump just at midfield. As you see an athletic play there by skipper Mukhtar Jr. trying to jump up for that ball, as it rolled all the way Down toward Northwestern Ohio, we got Schulte throw it in, as that's going to be well defended by Rochester Christian. They're going to try to work it down. They might have an opportunity right here, rolling down the left side, and that ball is just going to go out of bounds. Hits a fan's feet, and Kamora Johnson's just going to quickly throw it in for Northwestern Ohio.
Yeah, nobody was down there. As just you saw, just all green and just the fans.
De Silva with the ball at midfield. Just going to safely pass it along. Now she's going to get it back. No, it's going to be kicked away by Rochester Christian, but Northwestern Ohio was there down on the left side trying to make some moves happen, getting it towards the 18, safely kicked away by Rochester Christian. And Rochester Christian's just doing a really good job of getting ball out of harm's way, as they're going to do it again right there. But this time it goes into a Northwestern Ohio player's face. They're going to have an opportunity for a shot, try to get it in, and it looks like there's some sort of whistle blown. Not sure what the call would be. It was out of frame. As could it have been an offsides?
It might have been, and as we look at it here, just see, a play was blown dead. It was there actually, they called a foul.
Oh, they did call a foul, okay. Rochester Christian, but once again, like I was saying earlier, Rochester Christian's done a really good job on the defensive side of just getting the ball out of harm's way and not letting Northwestern Ohio maintain possession. They've been aggressive, as we have Rochester Christian coach Skipper Mukhtar arguing with the officials, and also number 18, Olivia House. A lot of discussion going on. We're finally going to get back to play here. Nice boot down past this midway circle. It's going to be a header fest between teams back and forth. Ball's finally on the ground. Rochester Christian trying to work it down the side, just a little bit too far of a kick, and Northwestern Ohio is just going to move the ball around a little bit. Going to get it to midfield to De Silva. De Silva running after it, and once again, too far of a kick. Now we see it on both sides, and that one's just going to roll out of bounds. No team really having a clear possession, no clear opportunity. It's kind of just been like, hey, here's your opportunity after 1 or 2 passes, go take a shot, not moving around 5, 6, 7, 8 times. It's just been a lot of quick offense for both these squads in the second half.
Yeah, someone just want to be able to find their way through here and break this scoreless tie, and just trying to move at a quicker pace, instead of what we've seen from the Racers in that first half, where they were just touching the ball, moving around the field, and looking to create an opportunity near the goal. But we just haven't seen that so far here in the second half.
We have seen a lot as players. Looks like they're having a little bit of a chat with the officials back and forth. Probably a little bit of disagreement between both. Northwestern Ohio throwing it from the sideline, just down in enemy territory. De Silva gets it to the middle, and oh, what a great play by that Rochester Christian defender. Oh, just try to get a little give and go right there. Not a great pass, and now Rochester Christian's going to work it down the left side. Good pass right there, just a little too inside, and it looks like we had another whistle blown right there. We have an update from Madonna. Madonna leads 2-0 in their men's soccer game over Aquinas. There's 41 minutes left in the second half there, as Rochester Christian going to work it down the right side. Going to get a cross into a box. Could they get their first goal of the game? No. Great job. A lot of Northwestern Ohio defenders right there, and they're just going to safely get it down. And Rochester Christian now getting it back down the right side. A lot of back and forth here, like I've said. We're going to have a kick deep, challenging. Looks like it's number 21, Carlson, but both defenses doing a really good job of cleanup duty, not allowing a good shot on either side, even though both of them, especially in the second half, have been able to get it inside that 18. Just no good shots being taken.
Yeah, you've got to give some credit for the defense standing tall on both sides, and we've seen in the last few minutes, just making it really crucial here, to keep the score where it's at. And you don't want to be at fault of surrendering the first goal of the game, and it's right in deep in that enemy territory that you got to have here in crucial moments here, especially in these conference games where you try to get as many points as you can.
as Rochester Christian once again doing a really good job of not allowing Northwestern Ohio to get a good shot. Northwestern Ohio is going to move it down their back line, number 2, all by the ball. Going to work it down into the 18, but once again, that ball is just kicked away. Great defense here by Rochester Christian in that back line, just keeping the ball out of harm's way. They don't care where it goes as long as it's not towards their own goal.
Yeah, they've done great here so far here in this first third of this second half and just been able to just not put a lot of stand here on the Racers side where they were just getting shots off left and right. They've had a few of them here.
We got another whistle blown. It looks like number 22, Kamora Johnson's having a discussion with the official. A lot of discussions back and forth with players, coaches, officials. It looks like he's given a little bit of an explanation. Don't know what it's necessarily about, but a lot of probably disagreements with calls.
Yeah, they've just been going at it here on both sides with the officials as the clock was stopped.
It's Rochester Christian to take the free kick. It's just going to be a short one down the left side. De Silva going to try to contest. Rochester Christian keeps it down the side, goes out of bounds, and now Kamora Johnson, who was just having a talk with the officials, going to throw it in. Number 11, Edison McCulloch, going to just kick it out. But now Vivian, who played more up in that first half, she seems to be more on the defensive side here in the second half.
Yeah, just been able to just do her job and just try to do everything she can. It's been a vocal piece, for this team throughout here this game here, Noah, and it's been great to see.
Northwestern Ohio getting it into the Rochester Christian side. Just going to keep moving the ball back, trying to get Rochester Christian to play aggressive and come up to it, getting passing opportunity they like, trying to open up the passing lanes. They're just going to keep going back and forth around the center circle. Here we go. Little give and go right there. Vivian tries to get a pass to, it looks like, De Silva, and that's just going to go just above. Was not De Silva on the shot. Looks like it was number 7. As we're going to get a replay right there. Could have been an offsides right there. Shot, regardless, goes above the net. And it looks like it was because they took the kick right there. So we're going to have an offsides on Northwestern Ohio. That's going to be their third offsides of the game.
Yeah, just in that right area. Just sends it up a little bit too much to the right.
First half for Cornerstone University taking on Indiana Tech. Score 0-0 so far, so similar in this game. But we'll give you updates from across the NAIA soccer world here in the in the WAC.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent though in this conference. There's 13 teams in the conference this year with the addition of Defiance College in Ohio. Moving from Division III to the NAIA and the WAC this season.
As Northwestern Ohio tries to work it down the left side, ball just sails out of bounds, and it's been going out of bounds a lot here. Been a lot of stoppages in play between going out of bounds and having to reset, free kicks, offsides, a lot of missed shots too. There's just been a lot of it's not a flowing game. This is more of a stop and go. It's kind of like driving in Detroit, right? You just didn't stop and go traffic.
Yeah, there's just no free flow. Nothing where you get first amount of action for a few minutes. Just a game, you don't want a game to go to a halt every 2 seconds.
Right. As Northwestern Ohio just going to keep it in the back line. Now working it down to the opposite side. Kamora Johnson just keeping the ball, serving her options, taking her time. As it looks like we're going to have a little back and forth. Once again to that triangle right there. I like to think of it as it's a great innovation by Phil Jackson, former Chicago Bulls and Lakers coach, 11 championships, worked with all-time greats like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant. As Northwestern Ohio is going to try to work it down the left side here. Looks like we're going to try to get it into the box. Greatly defended by Rochester Christian. as they're going to try to get it to about midfield, but Northwestern Ohio, they haven't really allowed Rochester Christian to capitalize off those great defensive plays, as it looks like we might have a shot here. No, it's going to be kicked away. And once again, Rochester Christian playing great defense. Every Sunday night, join Giovanni and Dan as they release the Michigan High School Soccer Coaches Association top 15 teams from each division live on YouTube, Roku, Facebook, and Twitter at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Michigan Soccer Network is your home for soccer.
Yeah, make sure you tune that in tomorrow night at 8 p.m. We got a yellow card issued. I was looking over.
Number 29, Elena Perez, the freshman defender from Livonia Stevenson High School. Let's take a look here. It looks like it was a little bit of words back and forth before the yellow card right there. Northwestern Ohio to take the free kick just past midfield.
Yeah, you want to be able to keep your composure here, especially as we're getting near the end of this game. We're still about 25 minutes.
Free kick up in the air off the header, quickly saved by Sabrina Kirakoza. Let's take a replay on that. Great kick just inside the box right there. A header from looks like number 17 to Dina, but good job by Kirakoza once again. We haven't said the name a lot here in the second half because Northwestern Ohio hasn't been able to take a lot of shots, but still staying strong as a young goalkeeper here in the WAC.
Yeah, able to do so, coming over from a very strong program over at Regina High School in Warren in the Catholic High School League. They've had a lot of success over at that school, making it to the Final Four in the last few years and some deep runs in the regional finals in Division III.
As Rochester Christian working it down the right side, cross into the box, safely kicked away by Northwestern Ohio, but Rochester Christian might have a good opportunity here to get a goal. Looks like we got a substitution coming in. 2 of them, actually.
You got to give credit to Coach Skipper Mukhtar for what he's done with this team in his second year. His team was 12-7 last season, making a really huge improvement over this program where they have been as of late. But they're trying to work together as a team and grow and develop.
Rochester Christian, number 7, Kennedy Frazier with the ball, as that one's going to sail out of bounds and go in. Well, it's going to go down on the side, so it's going to be a throw-in, kind of in a weird spot through Northwestern Ohio, deep in your own territory, just trying to get as far down as possible, as they're going to keep the ball in play. De Silva making a play on it. No, good stop there by number 4, Isabella Ames, as Rochester Christian's just going to try to work it around in the back line, trying to find something they like. Good defense there by Kimora Johnson of Northwestern Ohio. Moving it down the middle. De Silva not really challenging for the ball. They're trying to get it, let her teammate, number 21, Carlson, get the ball. It's going to go out of bounds on the left side. Number 6, Akua, throw it in. Silva with the ball. Now they work it around in that triangle, and it looks like they're going to try to get the corner in, but once again, the goalkeeper that's been kind of the standout all game, Sabrina Kirakoza, just now scooping it up again right there, and she has not allowed Northwestern Ohio to really have any life, trying to get a goal. And the defense has done a really good job, too, of contesting, getting the ball out, but she's been kind of the defensive standout for Rochester Christian.
Yeah, she's been able to keep this a scoreless game. You just want the offense for the Warriors to pick up and just find one to go through. The defense has done their job, backing her up, especially right into the penalty box and right inside the 18. But holding this Northwestern Ohio team off the board here so far, as we're almost about 70 minutes into the game, and after they put on a clinic last Saturday, putting up 4 against a really good Matana team over there that has had some success in the NAIA over the last 10 years.
Northwestern Ohio working it back in their back line, trying to get it to De Silva in the box, but once again, Rochester Christian, Kimora Johnson with that opportunity to take the shot, feeds it over to number 7, Vivian Permonen, as she might have an opportunity right here, passes it, shot taken, defended by the Rochester Christian defense in Northwestern Ohio, they wait too long to take these shots. They have the opportunity window right there, and then it kind of shuts, so then you got to move it along and pass it to the other person. But we're going to have a corner kick here taken by number 13, Rosengreen. And Northwestern Ohio, this is their 4th corner kick of the game.
Now look at the capitalize here as that last shot was deflected off Johns.
Rosengreen with the corner kick. And wow, what a deflection once again by Sabrina Caracoza. She's done a really good job in the box. Rochester Christian working it down the side, and it's just going to be kicked out right there. As we take a look again, Rosengreen with a pretty good corner kick, but once again, the effort, almost not a great defensive play, but it just hits off the crossbar, and they're able to come away with the stop right there.
Yeah, that was oh so close. No, she swatted it up again, but like hit it off the crossbar. Just very lucky that one didn't go through into the back of the net.
That could have ended up on a low light tape, but it does not end up on the highlight tape. As Northwestern Ohio working it down the left side once again. Shot in, but goes to the right. Hannah Promonin going to try and work it down the right side, trying to retreat a little bit, getting contested pretty well. And, ooh, that's physical defense right there by Rochester Christian. Looks like it is trying to get a number right there. I could not see. As it looks like Rosengreen's going to take the free kick. They did call a foul right there. 70 minutes in, only 20 to play. Northwestern Ohio and Rochester Christian are all tied up. Rosengreen takes the free kick. That's sailing high, and it's going to be headed out by the Rochester Christian defense. Once again, just great defense from this back line of the Warriors.
And make that another stop right there. And on the last few minutes, we saw that with Caracoza making the stop off the corner kick, and the defense right there coming through.
We're going to have an injury, it looks like to be number 16. As we're going to take a look at this replay. This free kick, once again, just great defense right there by the middle back line, the center backs for Rochester Christian. 71:09 in. Noah Drury alongside Alex Johnson, Jonathan Turner, your producer. Live on the National Soccer Network and the Michigan Soccer Network. Thank you for watching on YouTube or Roku TV. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, subscribe, and share.
We're covering all levels of soccer here on the Michigan Soccer Network and the National Soccer Network. From high school to college.
Any level of soccer we can cover, we will be there. And 24 total votes right now on our poll, and if you haven't voted, make sure you go vote right now because there's not much time left to vote, but it's 50-50. So 12 people think Rochester Christian's going to win. 12 people think Northwestern Ohio's going to win, as Northwestern Ohio takes a free kick, saved, and it's going to just sail over. So once again, Sabrina Caracoza, as we take a look at the replay right there, pops it up off the crossbar once again, and number 21, Carlson's just not able to head it in.
Yeah, that was just an opportunity that Uno just really wanted to have, as Carlson was looking to just head that one in. It was originally off the crossbar, and this, not sure how that one did not go through. It just very too close plays. In these last few minutes here, Noah, that we thought that the Racers were going to finally get one through. They've had 10 shots, 3 on goal. Well, it's a tie game here right now, and sometimes things like happen. You control the shots, and you think you're in a great chance to win.
As Rochester only has one shot on goal, as the ball is going to go out of bounds on the right side. Rochester Christian to throw in. Rochester Christian doing a better job of playing defense, only allowing 2 shots in the second half, one of them on goal, but your goalkeeper, she's able to just come up with saves and deflections, and she's an all-around versatile goalkeeper that's been doing a really good job in the box.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to have, a player behind the pipes, and you don't really see it a lot, from freshmen, here at the collegiate level, but she is an exception right now, and just...
It's another whistle blown there. Oh, we're going to have another yellow card. It looks like number 13 on the Racers. That would be Nana Rosengreen, the senior midfielder from Denmark. A lot of yellow cards being given out by the officials. It's kind of like Christmas or Oprah. You get a yellow card, you get a yellow card. Everybody gets a yellow card.
Yeah, no, it's not saying you don't want to get. No, it's like getting coal for Christmas, so.
You're on the naughty list. Well, I guess that would kind of make sense because, you know, it's kind of a punishment or, yeah. Rochester Christian keeping the ball down the left side. That would be number 2, Haley Bennett.
And someone got tripped over by Rochester Christian. They are going to call a foul on that.
Are we going to see another yellow card?
I don't think so.
As free kick here taken by Rochester Christian. Going to go down to the right side of the box. Safely headed away by Northwestern Ohio. As number 21, Carlson's just going to safely get it to about midfield before Rochester Christian recovers. Deep kick down the right side. And it's going to be headed out of bounds. Sabrina Caracosa, 3 saves in this game as you see the deflection off the crossbar right there. Yep, seeing the energy from Sabrina Caracosa. She's doing a really good job in this game, being strong in the box as we're back here in action. It looks like another whistle blown. These officials have had to keep their mouth on the whistle for a lot of this game. It looks like about 7 fouls called for Northwestern Ohio and 12 for Rochester Christian. 19 combined fouls, being pretty active with the whistle tonight.
And we've also seen 5 yellow cards as well, combined on both sides. Making the officials work here so far is
got to earn that paycheck.
Yeah, that one goes all the way back. But going back to what we mentioned about Caracosa right before that whistle, she's been really stellar here today, here Noah, and making plays that you usually see from a junior or a senior who's had experience playing at this level before, but coming through, this is only her 6th game in her collegiate career, and making plays like that against one of the top teams, not just in the conference, but in the entire country, University of Northwestern Ohio. It's just really strong for her playing up at that pace and that intensity. We've seen that so far.
And I bet Coach Skipper Mukart Jr. is very glad she's going to be in the box for them for the next 4 years. Northwestern Ohio working it down the left side, and we're going to have another whistle blown once again, as it looks like it's just going to be a throw-in, actually. So they're going to say it went out of bounds, and the clock is stopped. 16:03 left in the game. As Mukhtar arguing with the official once again. The officials, once again, I said it not too long ago, they're earning their paycheck today. They've had to be very active, calling fouls, talking with the coaches, talking with players, giving out a few yellow cards. They've been pretty active here tonight.
Yeah, they're just keeping everyone out in check here so far. You just want to be able to keep your composure here, especially this late in the ball game. We said we got about just over 15 minutes left.
As Schulte will throw it in for Northwestern Ohio. Keeping it down on the left side. Working it towards the middle. As they just like to move it along that back line. They're able to keep possession right there. Kamara Johnson with the ball. Going to work it down to the right side to Vivian. Vivian tries to get a pass into the box. A little deep for Carlson, but she's going to recover. Carlson with the shot. Saved once again, this time by a Rochester Christian defender. And the defensive effort from Rochester Christian here, as we're going to take a look at this replay. Carlson, what a job right there by the Rochester Christian defense. It's not all been Sabrina Caracosa. We've seen multiple times this Rochester Christian defense been able to keep the ball out of harm's way, make a play. As we see Carlson taking the shot, and it looks like just the body. Great job, great use of the body right there by the Rochester Christian defense.
Yeah, just huge once again. And it looked like Carlson thought she had an open shot as Caracosa was out of position, but her defense backing her up once again. And that's like the 3rd time we've seen her so far. We thought the Racers were going to get one through, but Just can't buy anything right now.
Well, if you were able to buy it, I bet Northwestern Ohio about right now would try to get a goal or two on the board, as that ball is not kicked too deep.
That was their best chance, throughout the whole game. Carlson right there.
I mean, the rare opportunity that Kirakoza's out of position, Rochester Christian just steps up, and they've been able to step up when it matters most.
And she thought she had a gimme. She was out of position, just fired it over to the right into the back of the net, and you're up 1-0. But this Rochester Christian defense, coming through, making a stop in that goal in her place.
Farron Priest to take the free kick. Gonna get it to about the center. Ball goes up in the air and high and out the right side. So we got a replay coming up here. Once again, take a look at this shot. This is just great defensive effort. It's also kind of right place, right time right there. She kind of wasn't even looking away. She quickly looks over, and her body just, was able to make a play right there and keep the Racers off the scoreboard.
Yeah, that's just the kind of plays you got to have as a team, especially, that 1-3-3 start for this Rochester Christian team. Well, they took a tough loss on Wednesday in conference.
As Rochester Christian working it down to the left side, trying to maintain possession right here, see what options you have. Just going to keep it down towards the left side. Back and forth, shot taken, headed out by the Northwestern Ohio defense. Great job from the defenders right there as Kamora Johnson kicks it off her own player, try to get it out. Rochester Christian takes a tough shot, and it just goes outside to the right. Great effort there by Rochester Christian to stick with it, but not able to come away with the goal.
Yeah, Olivia House with that shot and was missed wide right. And the shots right now for the Racers, 12 shots in this game. They've had 3 on goal and still nothing on the board.
Great effort there by Rochester Christian defense, and that's going to be a clear push and trash talking from number 19, O'Looney. Rochester Christian now taking a lead with the poll, 52% to 48. And also get the latest soccer news from around the state each day at michigansoccernetwork.com. Rochester Christian with the free kick. Gonna go up and straight into the hands of Eisner. Eisner, not too much activity in the box today, the goalkeeper from Germany. As that ball is going to be kicked out of bounds by Rochester Christian at midfield. About 12 minutes to go here as we're going to have a substitution. Number 17, Dadina coming off. Looks like number 8, Keck, to check in for the Racers. As number 12, Schulte, who's been an active defender all game, keeping the ball, keeping possession, been able to pass it around with their teammates before they try to get going on the offensive side. She's done a really solid job tonight for the Racers.
Yeah, but able to just be a key piece as a senior from Denmark and doing her job, knowing that back line.
Rochester Christian contesting a little bit of a wrap-up right there with number 6, Lakua. And the officials are once again giving the talking. That would be number 7, Kennedy Frazier, also being active on the defensive side as she goes to throw in for Rochester Christian, quickly headed by Northwestern Ohio. Ball is going to stay up in the air. Northwestern Ohio trying to keep possession of it. Gets it down to the right side. Vivian, she might have an opportunity for a shot. She takes it, tries to get it to her teammate, and that's going to be, looks like, a goal by number 6, Mini Lukia, the senior from Finland and from Lindsey Wilson College. They go up 1-0 here with about just less than 11 minutes to play, as we're going to see great pass there by Vivian Permonaman. It was kind of like an alley-oop play right there that, you see in basketball. It's just such a great pass. All you have to do is go up and finish, and she does right there. Just a little soft kick over Kirakoza's head, and she wasn't able to deflect it away. And now the Racers take a 1-0 lead here with 79 minutes and 38 seconds into this game.
Yeah, they score on their 13th shot. Permonen able on that right side, kicking on one bounce over to Minnie Lalauka and able to get that one in over the head of Kira Koza. Now, that would have been a tough play for Kira Koza to stop. She's been phenomenal in that here tonight. Just unfortunate that one to come through this late in the game. Well, this is exactly what the Racers needed, having that advantage here in the final 10 minutes. And now the pressure's on Rochester Christian to respond.
Yep, with about just 11 minutes to play, Rochester Christian, they got to be able to come away with a goal. They've been more active getting it down to the other side in Northwestern Ohio territory, but they have not been able to come away with any goals yet. Northwestern Ohio is just going to work it down the left side. Wouldn't be a bad idea to get a second goal either, add some extra insurance.
Absolutely, and that was the third goal on the season for Minnie Lauka, the senior out of Finland. It was a great job by Pomona to assist on that play.
Carlson tries to cross it into the box. Miss header there by number 14, Katie West, as Rochester Christian's just going to move it down. Going to keep pushing the ball down the field, working it down the right side. Ball's going to stay in the air, and great job by Schulte, but we're going to have a foul, looks like, right here as the play's blown dead. And it looks like the Racers will take a free kick just short of the midfield line. Looks to be number 16, Frauenpriest. As we got some shots or some stats for the Racers offense, 13 shots, 4 shots on goal, and they came away with their goal not too long ago. That goal coming from Minnie Lukua. As Rochester Christian's just going to have it booted out of bounds. They're going to be able to throw, the Racers will be able to throw in deep in Rochester Christian territory. Going to throw it down that side right there. Another good opportunity for a goal. Rochester Christian quickly cleans it up and gets it out of the danger zone right there. I mean, I know Northwestern Ohio is up 1-0, but for the most part, this Rochester Christian defense has done a really good job of just not allowing anything easy for this Northwestern Ohio team.
Yeah, they've made the Racers work the full 90 minutes here.
As we got 16 minutes left in the second half, the Madonna men's soccer team keeping a 2-0 lead over Aquinas. They're looking to come away with the victory there, as Rochester Christian is going to take a free kick. You got to be able to get the ball down here really quickly and come away with the goal if you want to end this in a draw and not put another gain in the loss column. We got about 9 minutes left, as we're going to have some substitutions here from Rochester Christian. Try to get your 11 best players out there to come away and get a goal. Maybe 2. You could get 2 in 8 minutes.
Yeah, you want to be able to at least get 1 to get a tie. You would be happy about that if you are the Warriors, but the Racers just trying to hold on to this 1-0 lead.
Rochester Christian just throws it in, has it kicked away, going to throw it in again, working it down the right side. And Northwestern Ohio, oh my gosh, what a shove right there. And yeah, they're going to say, oh, are we going to get another card here? The official talking. Can't see the number over there, talking to a Rochester Christian right forward. It looks like it's number 7, Kennedy Frazier. No, actually number 17, Jenna Shadowski.
The official also was talking over with Ryan Priest on the play as well.
Been a physical matchup here. That's why we have 5 yellow cards and over 20 fouls. The first half, University of Michigan Dearborn taking on Siena Heights. Score is 0-0 in that game, as Kirakoza is going to scoop it up safely. And she's going to probably just take a big drop kick and get the ball down to about midfield. Pretty close. Rochester Christian trying to keep it moving forward, staying in drive, but Northwestern Ohio is doing a really good job of just recovering. Carlson working it down the left side. She's going to try and cross it in, but that is a pretty solid defensive effort right there by Rochester Christian, but it might end up being a penalty. No, it was actually a clean defensive play. Very physical defensive play, but nonetheless a really good one there.
Yeah, especially when you got to do here this late in the game, you got to play at your best. This Rochester Christian defense has been strong all day long. That one blemish came at that goal in the 79th minute.
As Northwestern Ohio looking for their second goal opportunity, quickly scooped up by Kirakoza, number 8, Catalin Keck, trying to get a goal right there as Northwestern Ohio is going to get it down deep on the Rochester Christian right side. They're just keeping the ball, not letting Rochester Christian get any opportunity to get a goal here and potentially end in a draw, which no one voted for, by the way, on the poll. So it looks like the people that voted in Northwestern Ohio, as the game continues to go on, your chances are looking higher and higher of your prediction being right.
They just were not getting anything to go through. The first 79 minutes of this game, and then they were able to get one to go through late. They had more chances to be up even more. If they had those couple plays, that one hit off the top of by the hand of Kirakoza that went off the crossbar but stayed in play.
Yeah, I mean, they've had a lot of opportunities tonight to be up more goals, but you got to give credit to this Rochester Christian defense, and especially the goalkeeper, Kirakoza, as Northwestern Ohio to throw it in. The Rochester Christians just going to safely kick it away, trying to get something going. Header getting it past the midfield. Northwestern Ohio retreating, and Eisner is going to come up with the ball, just safely get it to the left back as Rochester Christian flying around everywhere. They fly around right there. Great defensive effort by number 6, Lakua, who ended up coming away with that goal earlier. Rochester Christian shot saved by Eisner, and they safely recover as we take a replay right here. Just a nice little ground shot on the right side. If Eisner was just a little bit later to react on that, that could have been a goal there for Rochester Christian.
Yeah, Olivia Howes with that shot attempt right there, but sliding down was Eisner. Maybe could have been a little more out of position for Howes to be able to sneak one through on the left side of the net.
As Northwestern Ohio getting it past midfield, working it down the left side, going to the middle. De Silva right there for Northwestern Ohio, and great defensive play there by Rochester Christian. There's only about 3 minutes left, and that's one of the clutch defensive plays you can come up with if you're Rochester Christian, battling back and forth, and it looks like the whistle's going to be blown and going to be a free kick for Rochester Christian.
Yeah, they got themselves right about 10-15 yards from midfield and just try to boot it away.
It's Rochester Christian going to boot it pretty far down. 3 shots, 2 shots on goal for Rochester Christian after that shot taken by House. As Northwestern Ohio, 13 shots, 4 shots on goal, and that 1 goal in the 79th minute coming from Lakua. Which I think that you got to give credit more to Vivian for the assist, as number 2, Haley Bennett, working it down to the left side for Rochester Christian. As we're not able to see what is happening, as it looks like it might be a corner kick for Rochester Christian right here. See what happens. As that ball is going to be down the left side. Rochester Christian not able to keep possession right here. Looks like Northwestern Ohio going to be able to take a free kick. Less than 2 minutes to play. Number 16, Fahrenpriest, to take the free kick.
Yeah, been a great game on both sides. Just that 1 goal by Lakua for the Racers, late in this game has been the difference maker.
And it looks like got another substitution coming in for Northwestern Ohio. And 1 for Rochester Christian as well. Rochester Christian, if they want this to end in a draw, they got to find a quick way to score here. As our final poll results, 50-50 between Rochester Christian and Northwestern Ohio. No one voted for it to end in a draw, which still, we had 30 total votes. thank you guys for voting. And for of you that didn't, as De Silva is going to be taken down by Rochester Christian. No whistle blown. And Rochester Christian's just going to get it down to the side. As we take a look at this replay, De Silva had an opportunity for a shot in the slide tackle there by the Rochester Christian defender. Would have you blown the whistle if you were an official right there?
No, that would have been really tough. No, it could have gone either way. That's borderline, but no, late in the game, it would have been a little bit more of excessive contact. I might have blown the whistle there, but it didn't look like she went too much on that. So I kind of like
we have another yellow card here given out by the officials. I believe it was a PK right there, honestly. That was not a clean slide tackle. She made a lot of contact with De Silva, and it should have been a penalty kick, as we're going to take another look at it again. I mean, I get you're trying to make a play on the ball, but you go into that left leg, into the right leg, completely affect the player's movement, and it really wasn't a play on the ball, as it looks like we're going to have someone down on the field here.
Someone for Rochester, trying to see who that is, but
great sportsmanship there by Northwestern Ohio right there. The training staff's coming out, and it looks like she's in a lot of pain down on that right side. Yeah, it looks like it's something in that left knee right there. One of the ligaments, ACL, MCL. It looks like she's clutching at that ACL, and that's something you don't want to see happen if you're Rochester Christian, or really on both sides. You never want to see players get injured, especially this late in a competitive game.
Yeah, they're just taking a look over her right now, and just making sure everything's all right. And
here's a look once again right there. Yeah, just that knee. She tried to make a movement, make a cut with the ball.
And it's Haley Bennett who went down on that play right now. And
the redshirt sophomore forward from Chesterfield, Michigan, transfer from Ferris State University. She's been pretty impactful tonight, on the defensive and offensive side, able to push the ball, able to recover on defense, but this is just not what you want to see. As look at Skip out there, the head coach for Rochester Christian, helping up one of his players as she's going to slowly walk to the sideline. Just not what you want to see if you're Rochester Christian.
Yeah, an impactful player all season long for her, especially as a transfer coming over from a strong Division II school at Ferris State, and just being helped by her coaching staff and the training staff to make sure everything's all right with her, and wish her the best. And
it just sucks because it's this late in the game too. I mean, obviously it sucks at any point in the game, but it just sucks for to have someone impactful right there. As we take a look once again at that goal by Lakua. Once again, that pass from Vivian Moneman, that was just literally a gift right there, and she was able to execute. Look at it once again. Just bounces perfectly, able to just have a light touch on your foot, and it just goes over Karakoza's head, who's also been playing pretty good tonight.
Yeah, that was a great cross pass by promoting over to Lakua to send up over Karakoza and into the goal. Karakoza, we mentioned that throughout the broadcast here today, how great she has been. Well, despite that one goal that she allowed late in this game, that can't take away from what else she's done here today. And keeping the score relatively close, giving her team a chance.
So it looks like we just have a big conference meeting between players and officials today. I think everyone's gotten a turn to talk to the officials. We've had 6 yellow cards as well, as we got less than a minute to play. Two minutes and 12 seconds remain here. Rochester Christian's got to quickly come away with the goal, as we're taking a little bit of a delay. More talk from the officials, and we got another substitution coming out.
The clock stopping here in college soccer, the clock winding down from 45 in traditional going up to 45 and then the 90.
As we're going to have Rochester Christian to take the free kick. Got to get something down and deep and get a goal quickly. As actually they're just going to try to work it down the left side. Northwestern Ohio is just going to play assertively here, try to get a stop really quickly, get it to the middle of the field, and ball takes a bad spin back into Rochester Christian's own territory. As it's going to be worked down the right side, and they're going to say it's Rochester Christian to keep possession.
Got to move quickly right now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Quickly and smartly, be aware of your surroundings. The ball gets into the box, and Eisner is just going to be able to come up and scoop it up, and she's going to take her time getting back up. Probably take as much time as you can. As let's see the replay right here. As Northwestern Ohio has the ball on the left side, out of bounds, but it's going to stay with Northwestern Ohio, and you just got to dominate the possession battle. 1:10 left to go, as Northwestern Ohio is just going to chuck it as far as they can down the left side. You just want to keep this ball in Rochester Christian territory as much as possible.
Yeah, not give the Warriors any more chances here. We'll probably see maybe try to get one more play here if you're the Warriors. To try to come away here with a draw.
As the Warriors trying to contest. Boot down to the right side for Northwestern Ohio as that ball is going to travel out of bounds. Rochester Christian will quickly throw it in as they get it down. A lot of players in the area. They try to get it out. Northwestern Ohio trying to make a stop on the ball as it looks like Rochester Christian's going to be able to take a free kick from the looks of it. You probably go for a big kick opportunity here as they're trying to get set for the free kick. Only so much time left. As it looks like number 17, Shadowski is going to take the kick. It gets down, but that is quickly headed away by number 22, Kimora Johnson, as Rochester Christian going to have it down the right side. Quickly kicked away by Northwestern Ohio, and it looks like there's no time left, so that will be the end of this match. Northwestern Ohio Racers take a 1-0 victory over the Rochester Christian University Warriors. Alex, great game from both sides, both on the defensive side especially. Northwestern Ohio was able to work it down, especially in that first possession. They had 9 shots at the end of the first half. Weren't a way to come away with the goal. Their one goal, great play from Vivian Permonaman, down to number 6, Minnie Lakua. Just one of the best assists that we've probably seen here in quite some time. Just talk about what you saw from this game and what would you take away if you're both teams?
Looking at it from the Racers here today, coming away here with the victory. It was a tough one. They had 14 shots, 5 on goal, but able to get one through in the 80th minute by Minnie Lakua, and able to just get her work in and able to set it up as by Vivian Permonan, who had a great cross pass over right into the box and just send one through over Kirakosa. And if you take a look at for the Warriors here today, their defense, they played really strong throughout the course of the game. Kirakosa kept her team in it. Just that one goal late really stung and just really set them back here. It's going to be a tough loss for Rochester here today. Back-to-back games where they lost in crucial moments after losing on Wednesday. So they're just going to look to bounce back. They got a couple games next week to try to get back into 500 in conference play.
As we want to thank you for joining us in this matchup between the University of Northwestern Ohio and Rochester Christian women's soccer matchup here on the National Soccer Network and Michigan Soccer Network. I want to thank Jonathan Turner alongside with Alex Johnson. Don't go too far because we got a men's soccer matchup also with the University of Northwestern Ohio and Rochester Christian. Until next time, I'm Noah Drury signing off. Don't go too far.
The following is a presentation of the National Soccer Network. This has been a presentation of the National Soccer Network.